Good afternoon. Welcome to Platinum Performance by Valerie. Our topic today, I feel, will be of interest to a wide audience because it is something that many people have struggled with, at least at some point in their life. Our topic today is self-worth. So what exactly is self-worth? Self-worth is what we think about ourselves. Self-worth is demonstrated by the way you treat yourself. Actions of people with high self-worth value their own opinions and ideas. People with high self-worth, they don't over-apologize. People with high self-worth don't need constant validation. People with high self-worth also take care of themselves physically. They get enough rest, they get balanced nutrition, and they take care of themselves through proper exercise and grooming. It's not the obstacles or the challenges that determine one's self-worth, but it's determined by how someone views themselves. So one of the things I want us to stop and reflect on, how many times have you had negative self-talk? Where do these little voices in your head come from? Whose voice constantly radiates in your head? How loud is the voice you hear? Self-talk can either strengthen or destroy you. So let me ask you this. Whose voice radiates in your head? Self-worth starts by learning how to use self-talk to your advantage. So here's some examples. Negative self-talk can destroy self-worth. For example, let's say that you ate too much over the holidays and you gained 5 pounds. Well, I guess I'll always be fat. Well, that negative voice can deter us and it steals motivation. How about trying this instead? You know, I ate too much at lunch. I'm going to work on eating less today at dinner. You know, I'm not about being Pollyanna and not saying that, yes, you should ignore one's opportunities for improvement. But it's how to use self-talk to your advantage. Let's say that you weren't successful at a test at some point in your life. Well, I guess I'll just never be able to be a good student. A way to use self-talk to your advantage is think about a strength. I'm resourceful. I'll use my resources to rely and I can find the help that I need to be successful. Another self-talk clearly is a way to build positive self-worth. Positive self-worth is also built on honoring one's values. What do I mean by that? One's values are the core foundation that helps guide the decisions in life. I'd like to call it values are our internal GPS. It's our global positioning point. So if you haven't yet taken the time and don't know what your values are, I suggest that you Google values. You'll get their numerous lists out there. And with that, select 10 values. Then I'm going to suggest you whittle it down to 5. So then it's for building positive self-worth. Reflect. How am I honoring or negating my values? For example, let's say that health is a value. If health is a value and you're making excuses or reasons not to work out, then your self-worth is probably being diminished because you're not honoring your values. Now remember, life is not all or nothing. You may be the kind of person, yes, health is a value, and you drink lots of water and you get enough vegetables, but just aren't working out. Well, then there's that opportunity to use self-talk in a way that can help motivate you. Because again, self-talk will either destroy you or move you forward. So I'm going to tell you from personal experience that I believe that education is a value. And had I not honored my value of getting a formal education, I feel sure that my self-worth wouldn't be as high as it is. You know, I had someone tell me the other day, they said, Valerie, you sure are put together. Well, I thought about that for a minute, and I thanked them for the compliment. But really deep down, I looked them in the eyes and I said, you know what the real difference is that I'm okay with making mistakes. I just pick up and keep going. And you can too. You know, one of the things that can destroy positive self-worth is that little voice in our head of perfection. Yes, again, we strive to do our best, but you know, there's only one perfect, and that's not me or you. So on our way to gaining self-worth, it's letting go of the need to be perfect, honoring one's values, and making sure that we're working to align our values and our actions. Using self-talk to our advantage.